Good morning to you, Lagos, and thank you for joining us this morning on Smooth 98.1. You're listening to the Breakfast Show, Smooth Breakfast with Kayode
and Valentine.
and this morning we're in time for the Grapevine 91, and we're joined by a wonderful guest, entertainment analyst, talking about Mist, the sultry one. She's back in.
I am indeed.
How you doing, Mist?
I'm fine, thank you.
Mist was pretty early this morning, and she made us realize that it pays to be early in Lagos.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
indeed.
And then Chef Jeff, the Squad King, is here.
It's good to be here. I'm feeling really good. Yeah, I just got back, so I just went back. So the accents are now uniform. All is well with the world now.
And everything has gone back to the status quo.
No more Yanapalja.
Yeah, no patch.
Apologize.
Oh my goodness.
Look, guys, today we have very exciting stories for you. All right, so we're going to be talking about the Lamb Cipher. We're going to be talking about somebody who needs our help, our support. Talking about a lot of Ajasa, YC, Tony Tone, Celine Dion. She's made a pullback, and then we have Joel Santana. We'll celebrate with Chris Pratt, talking about a new movie as well, and then we'll look at the egg. But before we get to the egg,
Look at the egg.
yes.
That's a good summary. Well done.
Thank you. Before we get to the egg, Lagos, let's review this new music video that Files dropped. And it's a conscious video, I would say. Take a listen to Talk, Lagos, and let us know how you feel about the songs we're reviewing this morning through WhatsApp.
Yes, it's 0809 444 0981. That's 0809 444 0981. Also with the hashtag Grapevine91 on Twitter.
All right, send us messages there now. But as we listen to this the first track we'll be reviewing this morning, Lagos. It's Talk by Files.
We tweeted links.
It was a very good demo.
We tweeted links. So let us-
Winners, get that! Anything I talk, make you talk am again. Talk am again. Anything I talk, make you talk am again. Talk am again. Brother Moody shout finish, we don't see her for court. We don't see her for court. Election done.
So you just
Yeah, you talk about. You talk about.
let's get on with it, guys. What do you think of this song?
I don't even know if this song really needs any commentary.
Mm.
I feel like Files has been consistently amazing. He's been someone to be very proud of, just because he doesn't limit himself in whatever. He's gonna give you French. He's gonna give you whatever topic. He doesn't even care, and we love that. We love that about him. But about this song in particular, well, it's a song that's required. It's needed for us to talk. And all his tweets, concerning the song will let you know that he's coming from a very conscious. He's very aware of what he's trying to do. And it's very timely. I mean, we have elections coming soon, so this is amazing commentary. And that video was good. That video was spot on. Nice, and Set is such a fine little boy. Carry on.
Says.
I first heard about this song when MI tweeted that Files needed protection.
I
Because
agree.
I can't wait for it to be banned for vulgar lyrics. And by vulgar, I
Oh
mean
my
that
God.
it's political truth,
Yeah.
of which there's no vulgarity at all that's involved. Because the brooms are there, the umbrellas
Everything
are there,
is
so
in
you
there.
know exactly what I'm talking about when I say those things. And he spits on a lot of truth there. I mean, he's talking about how we hailed the big thieves. The little thief were going to be burning away, and it's the truth, Somebody got arrested for stealing and was in jail in the UK, comes back and there's a big party for
Yes,
him.
yes.
And you at that time it's like, let's get some tires and light
And
somebody
them
up,
yeah.
And that's just the truth that he gives in this thing. And the video is really it's
spot on.
it's spot on.
I love the fact that he pushed the video to another level. If you notice the details from the Sega game
Yeah,
to the
Everything.
animation that looked like Super Mario.
Yeah.
join the gang,
And-
relocate to Yankee.
Exactly.
Everything.
Everything was spot on. And I think it's this trend now because we might see skits breaking out from this video.
Yes.
And a lot of people also would start movements like, how they have all those dances on YouTube. It might come out from this song as well. I think that might happen.
I think it might trigger a movement.
I like the expression. I liked the video more than I liked the song, to be honest, because the song, well, in as much as he played on the familiarity that the song evokes, so for the old Roger is there,
Yes,
then
yes.
his grave. I thought it was really cheap. I mean, first of all,
Yeah, I agree with you.
yeah,
I agree
it
with
was too easy, and yes, I understand that he's trying to appeal to
He's
a
trying to reach a
particular
particular
set of people, so
Yeah.
it's not too difficult for you to really
watch.
appreciate the song and all that. But I still love the video better than.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
I
that was
agree.
the whole point of the video. I feel like at the end of the day, songs like this, for us, And I
Require
mean
the
us,
visual.
like the ones that are very intellectual, very aware, you're gonna be, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But then when you see the video, it kind of brings it home for everybody. It kind
Mm.
of puts everybody on the same thing. And I feel this is the wisdom
Yes.
and the intelligence of.
Well, would I play the song a second time?
Yeah.
No.
I will.
I don't.
Yeah, not for me.
Normally, I don't even like. I don't. I'm
Mm.
sorry to
Mm.
a lot of the Nigerian artists out there, but I don't play your songs more than once. So yeah. it's
I would
not
play the
really
video again just to see the senators fighting part.
Yes, I thought
That was funny.
amazing.
That was
That was-
funny.
And when he just comes in with the lightning like Shango,
Yeah.
it was epic. It was epic.
All right, Lagos, you're listening to the Grapevine. It's brought to you by Verb. Send us messages through WhatsApp to 0809-444-0981. We have Chef Jeff 3000 here.
Yep,
We
yep,
have
yep.
Mist here. We have a message in from Taiwo. Taiwo from Surulere sent in this one. Taiwo says, I've been waiting since last week so Grapevine can discuss talk. I think the video is easy, the most politically and socially aware video we have had in ages. Fowles' music has a hustle, and it's something we need right now.
True.
Very conscious.
Story.
Let's move on to the next song. So we invited Shodan Camp in the studio today, but they're away. I think they're in the abroad, so they are too busy for us at this point. But
Yeah,
The-
I've heard
the
of these
overseas abroad.
Buhari times. They need a break from these
you
Buhari
get
times.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, a few weeks to the election. That makes sense, miss. Thank you. So let's take a listen to this one. The first one is called City of Excellence. That is the first song that we'll be listening to, and it's coming from the album that was released by Shodan Camp, These Buhari Times, Clone Wars Volume 4. This one, City of Excellence. Take a listen, Lagos. I checked it out on SoundCloud. It's City of Excellence.
City, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the 234, come and do the tour. It's a hub spot, Harvard Business School for fraud. We alumni, Super Eagles 94. Like I want that, balling out a silver fox. Blow like a culture with the Lego vibe. This big man will have you seeing interstellar nebula. Churches open regular, come get your life saved, but you won't be.
How else will you know it's hip hop, guys?
What do you guys think?
It's hip hop.
I was getting
It's
ready for
STC.
that.
It's Ghost. It's Tech.
Chef Jeff.
That guy really sounds like the Barry White of rapping, because it's that deep. It's like, yo, dude. I love this song. I mean, it talks about the struggles of living in Lagos and how there's always a big misbalance in what you see and the person of who you actually are. I think that's where I would summarize it. Looking forward to getting to the other songs they're talking about. Right? Let's over to you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna make heaven until you get your tie straight. Like, they're talking about all the things that are relevant to us right now, that are in the news right now, that are happening to us. Even if it's not in the news, you are feeling it in your house. And I feel like they are so on point on this particular song, and I feel like they deserve whatever hype they're gonna get from it. Definitely.
Yeah, Buhari Times. First one, this one though, it's amazing in the sense that they're consistent in what they do, and I like the fact that it speaks of, well, like you mentioned, relevant times, everything that's happening at this point in time. But I also think that maybe because of the way rap is shaping up to be, they can take it up a notch for people that are not into that rap space.
The thing is that Show Them Cap are not about chasing people not in that
Yeah,
rap
they're
space.
very niche. and
They're
they don't
about
mind.
exactly. I mean, and you can see. I mean, you just need to come from one of their concerts, and you will see
You
how
understand
large
their
the
following.
following
I
that it is.
understand what you're
And
saying.
so you know what they're like. Listen, we're a niche market. It's just like me. I'm a niche market. You're not coming for jollof rice. You're coming from a bit more than that.
Tell them.
So the truth is,
Oh,
they're a
true
niche
story.
market who are happy with what their space is, and they're about trying to get people to grow in their knowledge of rap.
Cast your mind
Okay,
back to
I
Mode
understand
9
what you're trying to
and
say.
cast
though.
your mind to MI. Okay, now before MI came, there were no rappers. Everybody used to rap in English and try to put in pidgin and all that. MI came with the first album. There was no pidgin in that album, and everybody loved it. So I think SDC can push the limits with that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
They set their own limits.
Well,
Yeah.
They are not even trying to.
If you are not pleased,
conform.
they have a lot of people who are pleased.
And then
Well,
here's
okay.
the thing, this is actually the Clone Wars project, and the Clone Wars sound is very definite. There's a way the Clone Wars volumes have always sounded and always been, and I think it's a project. There's a way it's supposed to be
Yes.
designed, and I think
Yeah.
they just kept to that. in
And it
this
took
one.
them 2 years had a few months to get to this point. The last Clone Wars project,
Yeah.
volume 3, was in 2016.
And they did make
December.
it sound like they were not even going to do another Clone Wars.
That's
So this
right.
is like everybody's like, okay, just Inky, whatever you give us right now, we're going to take it.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
But we're not done. We have
Yeah.
other songs to review. So it's coming from the These Buhari Times Clone Wars Project 4, Volume 4. We would look at Duade. It's actually the next song I'm very excited to listen to. They feature Sinner Soul on that one. Let's take a break, Lagos. You're listening to The Grapevine, and it's brought to you by Verb.
So you're coming in with that.
I like
You're coming in
it,
with
but I
the
want
Duade
them to-
I know
song.
what you're saying.
You're
because
coming
if
in
I'm
with
trying
this
to
next one.
reach
Duade
other
song.
markets or other people that might, be impacted on if only they got the opportunity to listen to it. But I feel like that's the beauty of being in a niche. It's like you sort of decided already that you're not going to get everybody, and so you don't
Get
even
the
just
best ones
stress
that you have.
yourself.
It's
You just get the people that will appreciate,
Exactly.
like
It's
any
like-
time of the day.
you're not gonna ask Jay-Z that because you're in Nigeria right now, please man do something in English. It doesn't
That
quite
doesn't
work
mean he
that way.
wouldn't even do it, but it now becomes his choice whether or not he does do that. So, like, this is from niche people. You're talking to the wrong people because we are both niche people.
Yeah.
And we're okay.
Yeah.
I used to say, like, if I never got called to StarQuest or one of those Star Trek, I will not die. I will actually be probably happier because it means that my music remains organic to the sound that I wanted to create in the first place. The minute you start being called to Goku things and being called
Yeah,
to Goku
there's
things,
somebody
that means you're
filter.
no longer focusing on your core fans because niche is niche.
Niche
There's a
niche.
reason it's niche.
Somebody called me for a traditional wedding one time, like how is that going to work out?
For what? For
A
it?
traditional wedding one time, and I said,
You're going to end up
I don't know how that's
diluting
gonna
your
work out.
quality to try and appeal to the masses in situations. That's actually a very fantastic analogy.
So who do you
Because
just
in that
cater to? You
situation-
cater to just
Man, it's fine dining. It's fine dining.
It's not necessarily fine dining, but it's like really people who are the genuine foodies. Like, worse if you just don't come to look for
business
jollof rice,
people,
please.
people that have
It's
a
not for the
particular
look,
talent.
dude.
It's not for people like us.
I mean, I do heavily French cooking, which is heavy on butter and cream kind of things. It's not like it's necessarily always fit farm kind of stuff.
Hey!
Fine dining.
But-
Chef J,
Yo.
when?
It's fine.
When are you
Wow.
inviting
Don't
me to come
mind
and
him,
chop that
we will
food?
be here till you'll be talking. You will have not tasted your food. Shame on you. Quick, swear.
Chef J, I didn't say shame. I'm
Shame on you.
respectful.
Shame on you. You should be ashamed that we have not eaten your food. Let me just be telling them about that
Hilarious.
pottery. That pottery something. I just hear
You
speaking
guys are
English.
hilarious. Don't worry. We'll see what could happen maybe next week.
Amen.
I'm not here next week, though.
I can send you a
Sit
reminder.
down.
I'm good at that.
I know you're good at reminders.
Yes.
As a producer,
Even
I'm
though
ready
they
to
might
create a
sometimes come
Google
at like
calendar. La, 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 la.
7:48 a.m.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
There's
I'm
so
tired.
much of like a theme between, like I was telling him, between the talk record. In fact, moral instructions, I'm sure, is going to be a theme that goes hand in hand with these very times. The only difference is how they reach their audience.
Yes.
One is going to be like everybody can understand you, and then one is going to be like if you don't really speak English, then you just miss me and you're going to be fine. So it's actually amazing stuff.
So we're coming back with this next song.
Duade.
Duade, yes. From Sinaso, featuring Sinaso.
Realize what this crazy place does to our psyche, man, Like, we don't even have any outlets to talk. Over here, we feel like being a man means we can't talk. We have to swallow everything, to chest everything, keep it inside. When I was young, they used to ask me, what were you doing in the kitchen? Oh, guy, why are you crying? Are you a child? Are you a baby? That's real stuff they used to tell us. So you grow up thinking you can't talk to anybody, you can't be vulnerable, you can't express yourself to anyone. And this crazy jungle that we live in again, this mad type of society where you really need to talk, you need to find ways to express, to open up emotionally. They view that as some kind of weakness.
Truth!
It's mad.
What language is she speaking?
Alright. That is Duade featuring Sinaso. It's from the project called These Buhari Times Clone Wars Volume 4 from Sholom Camp as SDC as a combination of tech and ghosts. But what do you guys think of the song? I like it. It's just sipping in my spirit. It's just hitting me
Yeah,
through.
just to answer the question, she's gone in, so that's
Yes.
she was-
Oh,
she was
okay.
speaking.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, your
and-
fingers are fast.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've been told.
Let's start with you, Jeff.
You know, it has a dope chorus. I love the piano angle there. I'm like, you know, Jeff, you should really go back to playing again. And you know, you could have been a part of this right now. You know, the first verse is really about vulnerability and about opening up. All right, and then when you come to verse 2, which is super dope, it's all about the superficiality, about things that we see around us over here, and it's a wonderful message. I'm really interested in Sina Soul and what she's gonna be putting out in the future, because I feel like she puts a really, I mean, she's Ghanaian, so I guess I have to go down that route to find a bit more. But definitely her vocals here are really
Very
mellow.
Yes,
to this.
very, very.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just pull out real quick from second verse where it goes says, if you're living in here in Niger, you're some form of depressed. It's no wonder how we manage to be more concerned with if we is dating Tiwa Savage than the interior decoration of our mental palace.
Spot on.
Listen, guys, there is such a theme. I'm so happy with the music of this morning because I
Yeah.
feel like we're not really thinking in the nation right now.
Mm.
And a lot of thought is required and a lot of vulnerability. We need to be able to tell ourselves the truth and accept the truth that is told. And I feel like that's really all this music
It's
from
about.
today has been about. So everybody take your cue. Okay.
I really, really love the song for the fact that even in the intro, it just caught me. It captured the communication that, or the message that most men, I know most Nigerian men would really love to be re-echoed over and over again.
That they would love to say but can't, or
But
they feel
can't.
that they can't.
It's allowed to
Yes.
be.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Men
have
are
to
allowed
say
to
your
be
truth and be
say it.
honest.
Speak it with your chest.
Say it
Alright?
to your chest.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm loving about today? I feel like at the end of the year when we do a review, this particular day in terms of the music we're talking about would be one of the highlights.
You know, start out as
Yeah.
a conscious day, you know, for conscious music generally.
Can you hear it in my voice? I feel like I've been spoken to today. I really do.
You know, my heart and my soul.
Lagos, if you just joined us, you're listening to The Grapevine. It's brought to you by Verb. Before now, we checked out the first song, actually, the first video we reviewed this morning was from Falz. It's called Talk. Talk is taken from the Moral Instruction, fourth solo studio album by Falz, the bad guy, and it speaks of consciousness, actually speaking to the communication and the language that we should reverberate in our center, in our circles towards the election. And now we're going into the new project from Shodom Camp, the combination of tech and ghost, this Buhari Times, Clone Wars Volume 4. The first song we checked was City of Excellence before the break, and right now you just listen to Duade featuring Sina Soul, who's Ghanaian. Thank you, Mist. Send in your messages, Lagos.
All right, we can talk to us on 0809-444-0981 so we can read your messages as the show progresses. Also, we are on Twitter. Please send your messages. Use the hashtag Grapevine981 to be part of the conversation. We are at Smooth 981 FM.
All right, am I from court this time around? Sent this
Really?
message. Yes, he's in court. I wonder. He says,
Yeah.
"Hello, everybody. Falana just happened right now. I can't.
I
even-
get that. I
I can't even. We don't deserve him. Moral instruction is the SI unit, all shades of Abamedia. As a proper sapio, I loved the subliminal messages and the creative use of wit. It has thought, hashtag this is Nigeria was a fast alert. Now, the bad guy has given us a good election anthem. Maybe me talk about, he said.
Maybe me talk about
True
it.
That's a good ending.
MI should write songs.
Yeah. he's
No,
right.
not the MI the rapper.
This
but
MI.
we'll come to
Yeah.
MI the rapper later. But we're not done, Lagos. We actually have a next song to review off of the Shodom Camp project. Says this is Buhari Times. This one is called Packaging. Take a listen.
I love this intro.
My homeboy just bought a new whip, gotta wash that shit like splatter. Anytime I say wash on my day one, like scammer. What didn't pull up on shorty last when you go to with that?
All right, let's go.
But this is actually Ghost at his finest.
Yeah.
This is beautiful music. This is very on point music. So much was said in this song. You know, the guy with the energy drink, which did not have one ultimate in his pocket.
True.
You know, the guy that never left the country, but every time phonetics, you know. So, you know, there was so much. And I just want to give a special shout out right now to Sparks. that produced this album.
Yes, yes.
Sparks, you're an amazing legend. All the music on this record is just banging, banging, fam.
I love a couple of lines from there. You know, no dough when we package up. There was a part where he goes, with all this worship and no food swim, guys might just drown.
Guys
I
might
was
just
like,
drown.
yo.
He said, look what society has made me do.
I loved it.
Like,
When I heard that line, I went,
Pow, pow, like very spot on.
Wow, that's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Stop the
Seriously.
packaging.
Wow.
Kind of what it felt.
Well, you know what? I mean, you guys have said it all. Imagine going to a silent disco and listening to this jam. It would just, you know, it would be crazy. It would be epic. And if you have your people around you in the same space, it would just be like a gangster thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to reach out to the organizer of this thing and actually put that on. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's
Thank
a
you
good
for that
idea,
one.
actually. Just listen
Yeah.
to Valentine's and
You just see people bopping their head.
people will just be jumping, people will be throwing up gang signs.
Alright, guys.
Epic music.
It's
this
epic.
morning.
Lagos, let us know what you think about the songs. First, we have this message in from Tosin Ebaba. He says,
Tosin Baba says, so this is STC dropping something for hip hop fans, considering we got 2 Palm Wine music albums. Truth is, history will celebrate artists who remain conscious and curate stories around them. STC and Files, well done.
well, talking about curating conscious music and albums, celebration of Ashade Adu comes up this week, and we are looking forward to that. I know most of us here on the Grapevine will be attending. It's Ashade Adu at 60, and it happens on the 17th. It's at Thursday, right?
Thursday, yes.
At 7 p.m. The red carpet starts at 6 p.m. People that are performing that night, Guerrero Shade at 60, include Maka, Sila, and Onanome, and other guest artists. And Soul Conversations is what it's called. It's supported by a few brands, and we will be there definitely. Lagos, you're listening to The Grapevine. It's brought to you by Verve. Very quickly, how many of us have listened or seen the Lamb Cypher?
I was happy.
What do you think of that? That work? It's very stylish.
Listen, I just like the fact that they looked, all 4 of them, like they were there to cause trouble. I love the fact that, oh, hold on, I know where he's going to go with this, but they did look like they were there to cause trouble and make people talk once again. I like the fact that everybody was taking shots at anybody, they didn't care. I like the fact that the delivery of their punchlines was like, they went down, they said, how best to annoy everybody today, to the point that, you know, what's his face, Young Six came out and said that they were jacking his lines, and everybody's like, boy, shut up. Yeah, it was amazing. I'm happy. I'm very happy.
I mean, okay, let me start with, first of all, Black Bones. What were you wearing?
Exactly. Tell him.
What were you wearing?
Cloth.
What were you wearing?
That's what I'm saying. They just look like they were there to be miscreants.
You know, then you now go into the nitty-gritty of everything. Like, I love all the comparisons that they do with their punchlines. Again, you know, it was just really crazy. You know, the Black Bones, you had great lines on that. Just what were you wearing? That's my issue there. AQ came in with that whole Macaulay Culkin thing. I was like, you know, that's really nice. And then, you know, there was also about 3 classic albums, 4th one on the way. Have we listened to those other 3 albums?
Well, you need to just like, you know, there's some things you just like, you sidestep on.
I'm like, okay, all right. But at the same time, you know, Loose was great. I liked the whole, you know, rappers matter. They're making rappers matter than feminists. I'm like, yo, when you think about that, that's just crazy. And then there was a part where, you know, they did the whole you lose like Buhari Atiku.
Yes.
Applause.
I like that.
Because
I love the play on
that's
words.
the way that we are heading.
So Lamb, Lamb, represents loose, AQ, MI, Black Bones. Alright.
Which makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, so it dropped on Thursday, January 10th, 2019. That's the Chocolate City quartet of veteran rappers all coming together to do their first offering for 2019. But we'll take a break, hold that thought. We'll come right back. We'll take some more. This is The Grapevine. It's brought to you by Verve.
My favorite thing about it, though, which I haven't said, is the ending of the video.
Do you know,
I was waiting for someone to say that, because I was like, look,
I will listen
the
to
end
that.
of that video where they go This is
Another
to that other cognac brand. This is
Marcel. Yeah, the one. Oh, can't say it.
yeah, I can't say that. To that other cognac brand. This is the best way to spend your budget.
This is like Fiji water.
They were taking
They were
shots
talking
at
shots
Hennessy.
at taking
Because
shots
they're
at
Martell.
Hennessy.
Yeah, because I mean, this is perfect brand.
That's a
And, you know,
lot of
they've been trying to break into the
And they
market
said,
like
they said
crazy.
never, don't do ciphers for brands that won't pay you. Boy, drop the name. That's what it was. That's it.
That hurt.
Well, I had a different opinion about Seychelles.
What's that?
I thought AQ was, I mean, growing up watching AQ used to be the main thing back in the day, but I don't know, with all the things was putting out there, it wasn't up to standard. And Black Bones, I didn't think he had any business being on that cipher compared to the other guys. Loose Canaan, and also, I will say it now, Loose Canaan and what's his name, and MI were the ones that actually sold it. In fact, I think
MI took a background.
Studio.
They did.
Yeah, so you said he did. So what were you saying?
okay, so shout out to the guys that did the cipher, you know, all of them, the Lamb guys. But here's what I think, right? MI was in a space with, I'm sorry guys, I know you come for me, was in a space with mediocres. And I say this because
And that's from Kayode on the
in a
Grapevine.
space with
Just
mediocres,
Kayode.
hear me out. Now here's why I say this. Now, I've heard better rappers and I've heard these guys were decent, but on that Lamb cipher, I thought that they could have done more, particularly AQ. AQ has been there longer than most of them. In fact, I think AQ's been there. AQ was there before MI, right? And I thought he could have done something a little more spectacular. The only other person I was impressed with was Loose Canaan, and I don't know. The punchlines weren't as witty. MI's was witty. Loose Canaan had his wordplay was unique. The other guys were just it was everywhere.
I
What
can
was that
agree
thing you
with
said
Loose
about
Canaan
Black
being
Bones?
on the same, being the best of them there, but MI took a background in this one. He's like,
Even
listen,
if he
these are
said
my
say-
people, and I'm just gonna like. He's like, what am I gonna do with this fourth verse? That's what he says on the
Okay,
track.
what was
So,
Black Bones doing on the track?
no, even
Maybe because he's
aside
the
from needing the fashion police to come and sort his life out, he actually contributed something to this. I think everybody here fit in.
They are like a group now, you know. They're like a little thing. They're like an acronym now. And I don't think it'll be fair to put the L and the M and then throw away the A and the B, or to throw away the B. I feel like they just wanted to come together as the four that gave us that whole rap season. So I don't know. I might
Alright.
just be being partial.
A few lines that jumped out for
Kayode
me.
is just being Kayode
So-
I'm
on the solo side.
He's okay.
But I like it.
He spoke his truth.
Yeah,
it's
he spoke
fine.
his truth.
So from Black Bones lines, the Boyega and Pacific Rim activation house.
Yes,
That's awesome.
yes,
From
yes.
Loose, humble, and say you can't be humble in person and then be
Al Capone
online.
online.
That's all.
Home Alone, like Macaulay Culkin, we had that
Ah.
part there. The Samuel L. Jackson, LL Cool J did as
Oh
well.
yeah, you can take your L's ahead
yeah,
of time
yeah.
or like in somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, see, and that was Black Bones though. That was Black Bones.
that was good
Yeah.
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he did have his moments, but it wasn't spectacular.
Okay, let's move.
It's
He
okay.
knew some water, man.
But it's true.
As you
Okay.
say, if he
Okay.
paying you, go and do your own cipher.
I'm telling you.
But I like it.
Easy to talk.
No, but me talking.
We talk out.
We have messages in here. We have this one from Zook. Zook from Yaba says, AQ had the best verse after MI. Please, Kayode, please calm down. He says, Zook is coming after you. Yende says, love Kayode for not shying away from having a different opinion and sharing it.
I'm telling you.
Well done.
Thank
Well
you very
done.
much, man.
Well done. It was wrong, but well done.
No, it's not.
This is the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. It's part of Smooth Breakfast with Kayode Baker.
And Valentine.
And of course, Lord of Ajasa is not feeling too well. He's critically ill. That's news filtering to us says that he's in a hospital and in dire need of funds to undergo surgery. They're seeking to transfer him from where he is right now. He's currently receiving treatment. It says that the hospital requires an amount of money to be moved to a better hospital where surgery can be carried out. And there's a message that was posted up. This is going through, is struggling or battling with peptic ulcer operation. What are your thoughts, guys?
Help is needed, and that's the problem with Nigeria. You can't fall less than You don't want to be ill on the side of the equator or whatever. You don't want it, and we just hope that everybody comes through for him, because at least it's not one of those you want a guy replace a bone marrow. It can be done.
I just think that, you know, if you can help, please help. And if you're one of those super rich people like we had before that went in and just straight up got someone's surgery
Entire
paid
bill.
for, please let's have that happen again. It's not a matter of personal pride or whatnot. If you can help, just be that person and take your blessings to come with it.
And it really hurts me that it has to get to this point for most celebrities or entertainers, to get to this point where they have to start soliciting for funds.
Yeah.
It just
Where's-
shows
where's
that
the
they're
support?
human. It just shows they're human. That they're no different than the person just down the street.
Yes.
You know, remember everything is packaging.
Mm.
Whatever looks like there's a lot of money coming in at one point in time. Look how much how hard it is to get your funds once your song is out there. Looking at
I was
and how
about
much
to
you're going to
say
be
that.
getting.
We
So
need
just
to
because you're
restructure this
prominent
thing.
does not mean that
Doesn't translate
your
to
bank
money.
account.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Especially a lot of Ajasa that hasn't been around for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, we just hope that this works out.
All right, so the comeback of all comebacks of 2019. I say clapback, not comeback. Sorry. So Skooky, Skooky said,
Pichon.
Skooky Pichon, he made a comment about women being weak for addressing themselves as king. I thought that was a shade at Yemi Alade for a second, but then he moved
There are a
on.
lot of kings.
But he said, here's his tweet or his message. It says, some women are not satisfied with just such a perfect title as queen. A title, he says in bracket, totally depicts power and composure. He goes on, they want to be called king. When a woman starts calling herself king, it does not prove she's strong, it shows she's weak. Now, my sister, Tony Tones, came back, jumped to the comment section and says, Skooky, well, she didn't call him his name. Yeah, she did. She said, leave people to call themselves what they want, Skooky. Anybody calling themselves king does not make them weak. That is your personal opinion. Why are you personally so bothered by what people choose to call themselves? It's the real question. And I'll give you a quick lesson. Initially, all rulers were called king, male or female. The wives of kings were called queens, and that title filtered through. But initially, anyone who ruled was called king. Stop fueling unnecessary fires, please. Allow people to live their lives. So,
That
guys,
is
I like the
stop.
education behind that.
I
That's the
just
full
feel.
stop,
I still feel like, while I wouldn't say there's a weak side of things, I still feel like, listen, queen is queen, king is king. There's no need to be drawing any analogy on that. Because here's the thing, if a guy now comes to you and like, oh, I'm queen, you're
It's awkward.
you're
No, the
thinking in a
difference.
different
No,
case.
the
And that's
difference.
reason why, for instance, like if you are, if you were president, say like on Clinton, and then next your wife is president, you are now first gentleman, you're not first lady.
right.
So it doesn't quite work that way.
But lady is very specific to sex,
Mm.
okay? That's
So-
lady is woman.
Mm.
King, on the flip side of this coin, is a title. If
Specific to
I decide that,
sex.
no, actually, if you listen to the lesson she just gave, which
Mhm.
means you have missed
Which
the
I need
class.
to verify.
Yeah, you can verify it, obviously. But, I mean, based on what she said, then yes, king is king. And the queen is the name of the wife of a king.
Mm.
If I'm now the ruler, and I don't want to just look as if there's a king that is ruling, I'm the ruler, Bikokwani. Allow me to rule in peace. Will it be okay if I say I'm ruler? Don't they also call men ruler? Or they say empiress? What do you call
And
them?
the
Empress. You know, then it's all very silly. I feel like they were focusing on the very unimportant things. These are just titles. The people are kings are not really kings. The people are presidents and they are fake at it. So it's about what you really embody. All these titles don't mean what.
I think that sometimes there's a part where there's a sexual difference to it all, and there's sometimes where there isn't, and this isn't one of them.
How
If
does
you
it
said
matter?
president, yes. But otherwise, we can continue with this debate, but I still wouldn't go so far to say that women who call themselves kings
Weak.
are saying that they're
Yeah,
weak.
that's
No,
just-
Yeah, that's the only
that's
problem
irrational.
I have with all
That's
that he
irrational.
said. But I like the fact that he said that queens. It's a title that depicts power, and so you can call yourself a queen if you're a lady, and
Alright.
you can be
King
king as
also
well.
So-
says
so-
power,
so
and if
yes.
you're not a composed king, then
education
you
behind
are
it is good.
the
Valentine is
emperor
like
without his
guys.
clothes.
Guys, there's a dictionary definition of all these things. All right, so queen is a sovereign monarch, is usually to the female gender, right? King, the definition of a king is a male ruler of an independent state, especially one who inherits the position of by birthright, by right of birth.
So let the king be
Thank
king
you,
and the
Oxford.
queen be queen.
I am king,
Thank
queen.
you for Oxford.
Now
Before I
shoot
start
me.
calling you Mrs. Jeff.
I am king, queen.
So-
Now sue me, y'all.
All right, so
Queen Valentine.
for quick mention, stop it. So quick mention, Joe Santana is married, got married to his partner of 10 years, as Kimbella. I like how their children, I don't know if I'm weird
Yes,
like that, but I know I'm weird, right?
Yes.
But I really love how they call their sons and their children their names. The son is called Jules, the daughter is called Bella.
Very
It's
cute.
like Junior.
Junior 1 and Junior 2.
You know what? I'm happy because Bella is actually like a normalist name as opposed to Shaquanita, Latre.
Shanae.
Celine Dion is pulling her song.
La Isabella.
Yeah, let's move on to
Yeah.
that. Celine Dion is pulling her song with R. Kelly.
Yeah, which is
I was hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I
The song has
really-
already made her all this money. She
It's
should put
made
the
us.
money back too.
Chris Pratt is getting married.
Yeah, Chris Pratt
I
is.
love him.
After 7 months.
He got divorced. No, the thing is he has a history of longevity. because he was married to Anna Faris for a couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got divorced just last year. And I think that he met with Captain Schwarzenegger,
Yes.
I think around July. So once this goes through, he becomes also not just a Schwarzenegger but also a Kennedy some ways, because he marries that same family line as well. I really hope that it works well for him. I think the time frame could have been longer, but still, though, judging by American time frame, this is actually still decent.
Dude,
It's still decent.
Very quickly, the egg dethroned Kylie Jenner's photo as most liked.
Which is just
No
very
comment.
apt.
No
They
comment.
just set up a page, world record egg, and it beat 30 million likes.
Very
How?
good. Because
Amazing.
people just didn't want Kylie to have it anymore.
I don't care.
All right, special thanks to all of you who sent in messages. Let's quickly run through a few of them. Bamidele from Lagos says Davido should help Ajasa from his 30 billion.
30
And then Ayo.
Aya says, is the Queen of England the king?
Question. And then we have this one from Tyra from Sierra Leone. I legit do not know that why Squeaky had to force his opinion down our throats. He deals with issues which people can relate to. Let's maintain that lane. Moving on to this from Big E from K2 says Falz is a street preacher and club mixer. He's the king. A kind of artist, actually. I don't know. He's the kind of artist we need right now. This is a challenge for other musicians. Not every time we want to be hearing about. Yes. Nobody talk about like with Valentine. If I block you, you guys were done. Plug up, please.
And I'm obviously always MYST_SINGS. Miss things on Instagram and Twitter. Holla at your girl.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at ChefJeff3000. Chef with one F. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys again right here on the Grapevine on Scoop 98.1.
So that album where we've got the talk song from, that's Moral Instruction by Falz, officially drops today. We'll look forward to that one.
Yes, sir.
Nahim Toka.
Name talk about
Queen Valentine.
Oh no.
It's okay.
I feel this is my trend for a while.
No,
He
it's
missed.
no, let's stop this while the last one. Coming up next, Lagos, that you get to talk. Call us on 0144899981, and that's in 7 minutes. The Grapevine was brought to you by the. Thank you guys.
Yeah.